And which brings up a question here: when does bass become directional?
Well, so this is a bit of a
Or
misnomer. The Dolby guys that I know, who are exceptionally talented and very experienced. I mean, some of these guys have been doing film sound for 50 years. You'll get different answers out of every one of them, but there are two aspects to this. One is frequency and one is impulse. I don't care what frequency it is. If you get hit by a blast of energy, right, could be a massive explosion, and that sound wave, that compression wave hits you, you know exactly where it's coming from. There is no question about it. The film, it was a terrible film, but Bruce Willis film called Heart's War, set in a World War II prison camp, Nazi prison camp, and they're holding Allied soldiers and fighter pilots and things there. And the only scene in the entire movie that is truly epic, there's a dogfight between a P-51 and a Messerschmitt 109, and the 109 winds up getting shot down, and it crashes into the prison compound, and you are it, right? This airplane hits maybe 60, 70 feet in front of you, nose first, and is coming at you. And if you have a 3D system set up perfectly, it's not that hard to do. It literally, the compression wave of the impact of the plane, followed by it skidding across the ground towards you, hits you and goes through. It continues on, which is part of the topic we were just talking about how important that rear sub is. You can't get that out of setting speakers to small. You'll get some of the frequencies, your subwoofer can play that low, but you won't get the sense of dynamism and the impact of that crash. You know, if we do it right, you're literally, the first time you see that scene, there's a part of your brain that's afraid that the plane isn't going to stop. I watched it with people who are new to the movie over and over, and you kind of see them going, they're backing up in their chair. It's a natural fight or flight reaction. You don't get that when you set things to 80 hertz and hope. It just doesn't work.
And the same can be said about the center channel as well, which is the cool thing I like about the 3D setup is that you're going high level into the center. And if you're listening to male vocals or that car traveling left to right, it doesn't get dumbed down when it travels through the center channel speaker. Because I see a lot of people have huge towers and then they get these little rinky-dink little center speakers. So when that car is driving from left to right, kind of you feel that big resonance from the left speaker, then it gets dumbed down. It sounds like a little scooter in the center. Then it goes back
well, think about
to being
it. The center
big
channel's
and
got
right.
the worst job in the whole industry, right? To your point, right? You've got two big floor standers. They're 4 foot tall. They've got a couple of 8s, a mid-range, a tweeter. Somebody's worked, 30 years of their life to be good enough to be allowed to make a commercial speaker that's good. And they're handling 10% of the sound, 15%.
Mm-hmm.
The center channel is being asked to deliver probably on average 70% of it. But it's a quarter to a fifth the size of one of them. Understand, these two left-right mains, they're a unit. They're producing stereoscopic, all kinds of fill and scale. This is the thing that sets the table. If you don't get this right, you don't get theater right. The center channel delivers all the dialogue articulation. It's tons and tons and tons of stuff, right? 0.1 LFE can go through there, if you say that there's no sub. I mean, this thing is a workhorse, but they're asking it to do it with, if you take both speakers, which is the subset that it's supporting, often 1/10 the physical volume of your two left-right speakers. It's crazy. That thing needs to be a monster. You don't want to have it. I get it. You can't have this massive piece that's 4 cubic feet, and that's your center channel. You're going, hey, just use the back of an old Cadillac, a trunk. We'll make that one. It'll be at least better looking. So I get it, and that's why our solution was let's connect the high level and see if we can extend it. And when you do it, it is night and day. You have got to be actually deaf to not just drop your jaw and go, you got to be kidding me. That's incredible. And we turn it, easy enough for us to walk over and just unsnap the high level, and
Yeah.
everything falls. And you start getting these Donald Duck sounds out of the center channel. You're going, what the hell just
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Well, because it's being pitch altered.